Hi friends, welcome to Cricket Caviar. It's a very sad night or morning, I should say, because it's over 1 a.m. in Caribbean. South Africa has won another match in the last over. They have won 7 matches in a row, and the hosts are out. It was a very tough day for both the hosts. First, England humiliated the US team, and now South Africa has knocked out West Indies. Unfortunately, that's the news from the center. And guys, thoughts on this? Another weird victory from South Africa.
I'm heartbroken. I don't know what to say, but it just the pain is I don't know how much sleep I sacrificed being in India following West Indies cricket and seeing them go out like this on a home World Cup. The hopes were really high with Andre Russell in such good form, Puran in such good form. Today they just did random decisions. They didn't bowl chase for no reason earlier in the match. I didn't understand. They they bowled Moti in that over. That over probably cost 20 runs. You can't give 20 runs in a match where you need to chase 120. So you can't do that. I am
Yeah.
really sorry, but South Africa kind of deserved it. I guess they are unbeaten side in the tournament. So well played to South Africa. And Jansen, who I always used to call as the biggest choker, today the gods have laughed at me. And Jansen has given me a fitting mouth shutting reply, and he has finished this game. Thanks to also Rabada, who actually hit that four of
He
chase.
eased the pressure
Otherwise,
of Jensen, yeah, with that boundary.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, guys.
I think
I was
Shreyansh Bhai is a
so
South Africa supporter. Let's hear. He will be at least happy
Mm.
today. Let's hear
no
from
no
him.
I was so happy, supporting West Indies today. So just look at my
Hmm.
shirt. Uh, I was in full Caribbean mode, waking
Hmm.
up at 6 a.m. to watch the match. I
Hmm.
firstly got disappointed with their batting. They could only score 135. They were in a very good position after,
Yeah.
Kyle Mayers and Chase established a very good platform. From there, again, they blundered it and they didn't learn from what South Africa did. So if you look at it, see, South Africa bowled 4 overs of Markram, Maharaj, Shamsi,
All this,
and
Hmm.
they
even
valued their spinners today very well,
yes,
guys.
and they only let Rabada bowl 2 overs. That too at the end. But
Hmm.
West Indies bowled Chase so late. That was a very very shocking and turning point basically. Because
Mm.
if he would
Hmm.
have bowled above Moti and that 20-run over wouldn't have come.
Yep.
Just look at the
Hmm.
impact of Klassen now, 22 runs of
Hmm.
10 balls.
Yeah.
Yes,
That
he
is
was the
only because of
difference.
one particular over. So
Hmm.
and very very poor substandard keeping. So I
Yeah.
feel these three are the major reasons. And
Puran, I mean, what was he doing, man? He's just both the matches versus England and South Africa. He's just lost it by his keeping. He's just letting those buys go. He's dropping catches. I don't know. Matlab, there was a 5 wides by Alzari Joseph earlier, and in the penultimate over again, he just lets that go for 2 buys. And just one more point I wanted to make, West Indies are playing in their home conditions, but sometimes it doesn't look so they know the condition themselves. After being 86 for 2 in 12 overs, how can you not know which is the wind direction? Like, look
How
at
can you not reach 150 from that position? Even Afghanistan will reach 150 from that position. Like,
look at Puran's shot. It's clearly played against the wind. He has connected it from the middle of the bat, and that ball is landing near the 30 circle. So 30-yard circle. Look at Roston Chase shot. Only
also not.
Andre Russell had the common sense of playing with the wind. Unfortunately, he got run out, but only he had the common sense to play on this wicket. Otherwise, everyone was just playing random, and you don't do that when you know the home conditions. You should know at this time of the month, in this time of the year, where the wind will blow
Exactly.
from, and in the night whether it will be sea breeze or land breeze. But I think they didn't have any idea. They just scored run a ball, and that too so many dot balls. They are not rotating strike enough. First of all, in these conditions, you have to rotate strike, but you're not doing it enough. I'm
And
so
this is a
sorry,
very
West Indies, but
experienced side. They're all players have played many years of cricket. This is not a young
and
side.
but I felt the selection also was very questionable. Ovid McCoy, bowling 3 wides in an over.
Hmm.
Again, a questionable
No,
selection.
he's better than
Uh,
Romario at least.
Yeah,
That's the only thing.
yeah. And we
Romario
were
gave 30 runs after
happy to
that.
see
and
Mayers also today.
yeah, Mayer could have bowled. Mayers
Yeah,
could have bowled.
before we discuss dive, like in deep dive, let's hear from Manisha
Mayers
as
could
well,
have bowled.
who is a very
Yeah.
passionate Indian fan.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you guys spoke. It gave me some time to breathe because this is so heartbreaking, man. So emotional. I was like, if the only tournament where West Indies had a chance, it was this home ground. Russell is in a top form from IPL. Everybody is like, it's sorted. But this is so devastating. I mean, you guys have covered all the point, but first of all, I want to let me abuse this fucker Puran. I mean, what are you, man? I mean, seriously, you have been a captain once. Is this how you play? You are giving free runs as if you have scored them. Neither you bat nor you can keep. What are you there in the team for? And exactly, I'm just thinking also about Roston Chase. He is your best bowler from the tournament. He is the key player. What were you waiting for? What, like, were you waiting for some, a time, a specific time, or some kind of, they say, like, in India, we call it as like a very auspicious
Auspicious
time.
time.
Were you waiting for that to give him the ball? He came and he took wickets like one after another. 3 wickets in the minimal over he got. And what are you waiting? I mean, obviously, the Moti over. I mean, I'm not saying we were like hailing Moti as one of the best spinners, but it is Klassen. He's a world class spin hitter. Think about something. I don't, and I think Vishnu was telling like it is not fault of Robman Powell. He's just a dummy. It's all about Darren Sammy. But how a dummy you might be? You are a captain. You are a fucking captain on the field. You have the decisions to make. The field setup, I mean, so easily they were taking singles and doubles as if it's like, I mean, it's just a easy peasy for them. I was literally shivering when Chase took those 3 wickets, thinking like, yes, now the game has turned. West Indies might win this. Still, with Maharaj, Jansen was able to take singles, doubles. They literally took doubles and in the final, and after that there was nothing left. I don't know. I mean, I love South Africa as a team.
Uh,
I've supported them a
the
lot, but
the
this was
30-yard
West
It's
circle
Indies.
a
fielding has to be the worst in West Indies. Like they're giving singles where no other professional teams, I mean, the big teams of the cricket world, they will not allow those singles. There is no chance they will be allowing those kind of singles in the 30-yard circle like West Indies do. Many of the players can't even bend down. I'm so sorry to say this, but they are not comfortable to bend down.
True.
Either they are too tall or they are too muscly in the middle.
Yeah.
They're just not able to bend down, which is a basic in the fielding. So
guys.
I don't know what.
I have seen
Hmm.
And
the
I
whole
think,
match,
we are
and
speaking about Puran, but I think we should also speak about Rovman Powell. He also had
Hmm.
a terrible World Cup, didn't score any runs, and
Hmm.
did a very poor captainship also. And a guy like Shimron Atmayer is sitting,
oh,
who
yes,
played well in
actually,
IPL
good point.
also, and he's sitting. And so, matlab, can't understand why is even Powell in the team.
The
Even
ball that
today,
Maharaj
when
bowled in today, it
And
was not
I
a
think
magic delivery. It was a
yeah,
very simple
yeah.
delivery. He just completely missed it and got
And
stumped. It was very poor
after
dismissal.
like we crying and begging, or many people around, and when West Indies crying, they got Kyle Mayers only because I think Brandon King got hurt and Charles was like bad, worse. They
Yeah,
could have tried Hetmer once at least. They have
yeah,
to. I think so much ego, or what is the reason? Like they don't think of like
yeah. And I won't even blame Kyle Mayers because it's his first game, and he actually made a partnership with Chase, which was
yeah,
very important. He was struggling, but he was
and
still
so
hanging in there.
yeah, he played well.
Yeah.
he played
34 of
well.
32.
Another thing,
Yeah,
guys, I want to say I've watched the whole match and I'm less emotional at this point. So I think the single most important factor in this game was rain. Actually, the rain gods themselves was
yeah,
not with West Indies. Because West Indies had got 2 wickets in that over, in the second over, and
Hmm.
I thought at this point itself the South Africa is going to feel the pressure. But what happened? They
Hmm.
got rain. The 3 overs got reduced.
Hmm.
Then they were
yeah.
able to
And
calm.
the next 3 overs after the rain, they scored
They,
26 runs. They
they
scored
scored
26.
7 over 71. 7
Yeah,
overs,
they
71. They took it
7
to
overs,
86 in
71.
9 overs. And in middle of that, Klaasen played the most important cameo, 10 runs, 10 balls, 22 runs, 220 strike
Yes.
rate.
And from
Yeah.
over number 6, just after power play, I thought, West Indies will be able to control the game. After
Yeah.
power play, 4 overs, they scored 45. And that's where they lost the match actually.
Yeah.
If it was a longer match, yes, I think West Indies also would have been the advantage of time. So,
Yeah.
a shortened match always favors the chasing side. If imagine now at 17th over, if you have 6 wickets and
Yeah, yeah.
more 12 runs to chase, maybe they will think that they have time. They'll play more
Yeah.
dots.
They
More
needed just
wickets
one
could
more
have
wicket
gone.
because I don't think Nokia
Janssen.
and
Yeah,
Nokia
but even
bats.
though Rabada
Yeah.
did hit, but if Janssen would have got out early, and even like that's what, like the wickets of Stark, Miller, everything was taken by Chase. They should have applied a bit of mind. And coming to your
Yeah,
point, Pratik, yeah, the rain part, right? Luck always will favor the brave. Even though South Africa were like bad in the end, but they played that much good cricket initially that they deserve to win.
Actually, Stubbs played a phenomenal
Next time
innings.
it is less emotional also.
Stubbs played really well. He was
Really
very good.
well.
But again, when did they start losing again? When Miller came and started playing those dots.
Yes.
But
Yes.
Stubbs and Klaasen, that was perfect from Markram sending Stubbs early.
Yes. Correct.
Because they
And also,
kept it
I
very
didn't
positive.
understand when Akil Hussain was bashed so much, even in the first over.
Why did he return for another over?
no, even
One or two
all
overs he
overs.
persisted.
He was given all 3 overs in the power play.
Yes, this is horrendous captaincy. What is this selection?
Actually, you know what happened, Pratik? After the rain, the first ball by Akil Hussain turned a lot. And these people thought ki we will bowl all left-arm spinners and we will just see what happens. Because the first ball turned a lot and Puran, he just went to Rovman Powell and said, oh, the ball is turning a lot. Let's
Oh
bowl all the
God.
spinners. And after 3 overs of
These
spin,
two
they
guys have
realized
together
nothing
ruined
is
it.
actually, nothing is happening for the spinners. Let's bowl all
Why?
pacers. So it
Why?
was either this
Yeah.
side or that side. There was no mixing of the bowlers. Ki pace bowlers and spinners are bowling combinedly. No, they either bowled full. Only at the end they bowled Alzari, Joseph, and Ray Russ with chase. Otherwise, they were either bowling spin
Man,
or they were
Alzari
bowling
bowled
pace.
so well today. I feel so
swear
bad for
I'll kill
Alzari.
this Puran man. Alzar is the vice captain. Why this useless has to medal in everything? God,
Alzari
man.
bowled really well, man.
The
Hats off to his
It was so
performance.
Guys,
good.
another
in
thing
this
I
World
don't
Cup.
understand is like Puran has been most successful in IPL where he comes usually after 8 or 10 overs. When today the wicket fell in the very beginning, like I thought it was perfect for Chase to come at that spot. So
Yeah.
that thing is again I don't understand why
That's the
Puran.
mistake they made with the
That's the
England
miss.
game also.
All.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the second thing is again like they did not learn anything from England's game. England game they could not finish well because they kept losing wickets. So again today, why someone like Powell or Rutherford, why didn't they take it deep? How can they get out for 0 in a do or die match? Both of them made 0 and 1.
Actually,
No, I think
these conditions
Yeah.
were not good for conducive for West Indies kind of team. They need conditions in Asia. They have won both the World Cups in Asia. They don't know how to rotate strike. It's basic. Vishnu was telling the dot ball stats. I think 50 dot balls in
Yes,
each
been
of the
always,
big
yeah.
games.
Yeah.
Today also they played more than 50 dot balls. So these are not conducive pitch conditions for West Indies. Actually, they are never going to win a home World Cup. I think in T20 they will prefer Asian conditions, smaller boundaries, no winds, flat pitches. That's how West Indies can win
And
the
today,
World Cup.
even being a
Whatever.
night game, the batting conditions weren't there. Like it was very difficult
And also
track.
that England match, right? That England match, I remember there was no Shea Hope in the third. Like we were talking, wish there
Yeah.
was an anchor like Shea Hope. They
Yeah.
needed an anchor and they didn't have. Shea Hope was promoted on the top, no Rosman
Yeah.
Chase. And these hitters came, they will either hit or will go. Gone.
Very important. Shea Hope is a much better keeper than Puran.
Actually, why is Puran keeping, man?
True.
He's in the team and not keeping. Just imagine what are the inter going on.
Another thing I did
And-
not understand, like this is not particular to this match, but last match when it was a game against US, why was Shamar Joseph not tried? Why was he not even tried?
And
It was
Puran is a
game
very
against
good
US.
out. Took his catches in IPL and all those
I
things.
agree. Yeah.
Puran feels well in the outfield. Yes.
I mean, you have case for Shai Hope as keeper. You have case for Shamar Joseph should have played a few games on this pitch.
Yeah.
And also, I think Hitmire, because of one Rutherford innings, they totally gave up on Hitman. So
Correct.
maybe they could have tried instead. And
Right.
Powell was the captain, so there was no room actually to try.
Now I think, yeah, we can conclude, right, that this all comes to selection. So it is all Darren Sammy and Rovman Powell. I think that combination is not going good. Else, how can you make all these tactical errors? We are giving pointers, how these pointers didn't hit them.
Yeah.
I
You know,
just
and
wonder.
West Indies, we always think about West Indies as like powerful hitters, very plays with freedom. But I saw a lot of defensive cricket this time from West Indies. Even if you go back to England's game, they played an extra batter in Romario because they were not sure about their batting. And then they were playing with two anchors, right? Chase and Hope. So they have shown a lot of defensive mentality actually. They did not play with the pure freedom that they're known for.
They did not show the freedom, but they were not allowed by the conditions also to show the freedom. They should have picked people who could have taken singles today. After 12 overs, 86, you don't need to go for 180. They tried to go for 180, Chase, and if you see the shots from Russell, Chase, and Puran, they were just trying to go for some 180 plus total, which
Yeah.
was never going to happen on this pitch. They didn't understand their home conditions itself.
Yes.
That's
What an
the saddest
irony.
thing.
What an irony.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an irony.
Yeah. Guys,
And you know what Roman Powell has said, that we haven't won the World Cup or reached the semi-final, but we have played some good cricket in last 12 months. There is a buzz among our supporters about West Indies cricket again, and that is something we take away. We really appreciate the support we have got and the likes on social media.
This better suits Afghanistan, not you. You are not some newbie.
What does social media has to do with your cricketing team?
Exactly.
Okay, you have the support. It's good. After that came after Shamar Joseph. But yeah.
Right. I want to forget this day. I'm like,
Yeah, it's a quite forgettable day for West Indies cricket.
And also for Shikhar. Shikhar was so convinced that West Indies will surely be in semi-finals when we were top.
Yeah, I am having Devanshu-like feeling now after his Sri Lanka loss. Maybe we'll give one more chance for me to predict.
This group would have been even more tougher if
chances.
Pakistan had qualified, but they got US. So after that shift, Shikhar was more convinced, like, yeah, West Indies can at least go through one, South Africa or England, but they lost to both the main teams in this group.
They lost to
But
both the main teams. They don't deserve to go also. Actually, it's fair. It's fair that South Africa is going, and they won. They are unbeaten in the tournament. So they won the games no matter how they won it. But they won those games no matter how versus Nepal.
Someone has stood up for
Bangladesh.
them. Actually, someone has stood
Those
up for
games
them.
they never
And their
win
bowling
normally
has
in
been
this time they
phenomenal.
won it.
Actually, South Africa might be the best bowling side. We've never counted them in among the top big sides, but they have been the best bowling.
Actually, Maharaj is bowling superbly. I mean, Adil Rashid and Maharaj, these two spinners are. Even Zampa is not that consistent. Like how Maharaj and Shamsi are bowling.
I love Maharaj. He's so
Maharaj
good.
and Adil Rashid, how they are bowling, this is incredible actually.
Austin Chase also bowled phenomenally, but he didn't got support.
Yeah.
Even today, he was given only 3 overs when he could have been your main bowler who would have bowled 4 overs.
Actually,
he should have bowled in power play 1 over. Actually, he should have bowled or just after the power play.
Yes.
But
he keeps things very tight. That's the beauty of Austin Chase. Like he
I think
creates
Shikhar
pressure.
has been telling every match of West Indies that whenever Akil Hussain goes wicketless, Moti is not able to take wickets.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's very good point. Actually, whenever Akil Hussain goes wicketless, Moti, and I said in the West Indies preview, actually Moti is the high risk.
Moti is risky like Chahal. Yeah, like he can pay off very well.
He will go for runs. He's
but
not
he'll go for
having
runs,
any variations. He's not having any variations. He
if
will go for
you have to
runs,
defend 6 and over, Moti is not your guy.
The best player of spin, Klassen. He was there, so I think that over lost West Indies the game. Moti over.